All right, here we go. Key on. Neutral. Down the hill. Second gear. Friends, those of you that aren't aware, I'm on my way to Texas right now. It's about 1,000 miles, and I'm riding the XR150 right there. This hot rod, I've got it loaded down with all my gear that I need to camp out and see me through. It's going to take me a little over a week, this trip. I have no plan. I just know I got to get to Texas. I've got an address. That's where I'm going. Other than that, no plan. Fellow adventure riders. South Dakota. Oh, wow. These guys are the real deal. Only getting about 75 miles per gallon so far. So I left the house this morning and the temperature was 39 degrees. Holy crap, temperature dropped drastically on us. So I ended up bringing a backpack with some spare layers and whatnot. But it was basically an empty backpack, so I could take off layers as it warms up throughout the day and chuck them in there. I was using just regular old GPS like Apple Maps or whatever. And at the beginning of the day, I had it on a bicycle route. It took me on some cool dirt roads and back roads and stuff, but man, it's just slow going. So hopped off there, got onto a bigger highway kind of deal. I was powering through on the old 150. Top speed of about 60 miles an hour. We made it to Alabama, friends. Hello to all the Alabamians, the Alabamanese. It is warming up, my friends. Bammy has got some heat. This little bike is doing fantastic. Well, yes, it is incredibly slow. It's fast enough to keep up. The speed limit's been 65 on some of these roads, and while 65 is kind of its top speed, I've never had a line of cars behind me or anything like that. And those bigger highways or whatever, there's typically 2 lanes, and cars can go by you if you need to. I'm probably averaging 55 miles an hour, give or take, pretty much most of the day, pretty much wide open the entire day. You know, I've always got mixed emotions about these types of trips. I love going out just with no plan, just seeing what happens, where the road takes me. Love that. Favorite way to travel. I hate over planning stuff. I don't like planning at all. I just want to go do it. I like the preparation for the adventure, but no plans. But I've always got mixed emotions, I always hate leaving the family behind. I miss my wife, I miss my kids. I'm going to miss my daughter's birthday. I hate that, but what are you going to do? So, it's kind of a bummer leaving everybody behind, but thankfully I get to share these experiences with you guys, and maybe one day, when I'm dead and gone, my kids can look back and reminisce and watch videos, Dad's old videos of his adventures, you know. Maybe I could inspire the next generation to take on risks and challenges, because you wouldn't believe how many people told me that I shouldn't do this, you know, like it's too far, it's too tiny of a motorcycle, you shouldn't do it, can't do it. You can't do it in anything less than a, you know, 1250 GS or something, you know. But all the naysayers out there, what do they know? Be a doer. Don't be a whiner. Don't be a complainer. Don't be a talker. Be a doer. Into my little USB charging device here. I'm reading 11.4 volts, and I just happened to notice, I just glanced down, and the voltage was significantly lower than what it was before, because I had plugged in my other phone that's on my little chest mount rig here that I'm recording this video on. And apparently, even while the engine's humming at like max speed, the charging two phones is too much. It's not generating enough electricity, because I was down to like 9.5 volts or something like that, and it was dropping, just steadily dropping. And I'm guessing pretty soon the ignition system would stop working, and that would be a bad thing. Issue number one on this adventure, I think I need a new battery. I noticed that it was weak this morning. I drift started it this morning, but I thought just because it was cold, you know. But or maybe I'd left key on or left my charger on, but I think the battery might be shot. It's the original battery. Let's see if we can get it to start. Lame. All right, here we go. Key on. Neutral. Down the hill. Second gear. So I could drift start it for a bit, but as soon as I come to like an idle, it shuts off. I'm guessing, electrical stuff is like my biggest weakness for sure. Mechanical, kind of figure it out for the most part, but electrical always is a puzzle. It's bewildering. But so yeah, voltage is reading like 7 volts now, something like that. And I unplugged everything, wasn't charging anything. But when I pulled, it was running fine. Bike was running good. Pulled off the side of the road, came to an idle for a second just to check the map, and it died and couldn't get it to start back. Wouldn't even try to crank. So, what to do? So just got off the phone with the auto parts guy. There's a auto parts like 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, down that way. And he said he looked up the model of the bike and he said he thinks he's got a battery for it. And cross your fingers. If I can drift the bike down the hill and get the RPMs up and just don't let off, I feel like it might go. Let's see. Man, if I can just get it to run that long, that far. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Hopefully I don't have to stop. Here we go. Don't die on me now, baby! So it's not exactly the right size, but it's close enough. And we checked the other battery and it said that it was pretty much done for. I'm just praying that it's not the stator. I mean, it's not a brand new bike, obviously, but it's a 2023 model, but I can't imagine the stator going out in it or something else like that. It's a Honda. I mean, come on, man. Figured I'd treat myself to a ice cold bottle of poison while I wait. Got warm fast. Everybody in this town, so nice. Extremely helpful. Let's see what this reads. 12.9. That's good. $13. So when I rev it up, it gets up to nearly 14 volts. So that means it's charging, and it was just the battery, I think. Let me know in the comments if I'm an idiot. Well, all right, yeah, of course I'm an idiot, but let me know in the comments if I'm an idiot about this specifically. Holy crap, we made it to Mississippi. Little bathroom break, and now I'm gonna get out of this town that I found myself in and hopefully get myself to a camp spot. There's a national forest coming up pretty soon. See if I can get to that before it gets dark, because finding camp in the dark kind of sucks. Thought about trying to camp just right here behind this hotel. I think we've arrived at camp. It's getting dark. Setting up in the dark is a pain in the neck, so sometimes you just got to pick the spots as they come to you. There's no perfect camp spot ever. Well, I take that back. Sometimes there's pretty awesome camp spots that are just about perfect, but they're few and far between. And unless you know where they are and ahead of time, it's hard to predict, you know. I could keep going and find something even way better, like so much better, with views and water and everything, but then again, I could be riding into the darkness and find nothing. And I'm getting kind of tired. I've been riding for 11 hours. It's been a big day. So good news, it looks like there's pretty much zero chance of rain. So I'm gonna sleep under the stars tonight and not even worry about putting up a tarp. Just lay down in my hammock and call it a day. So I'm not gonna bother making much of a dinner tonight. I got some snacks and stuff. It'll hold me over till tomorrow. It's a good idea to change into some dry clothes. You know, I've been sweating in those and dusty and dirty all day. Changing my PJs and I'll sleep a lot better. What do you think of the hat, guys? Baby alpaca from Peru. Friends, we made it, 360 miles, I think, today. Well on our way into Mississippi. We'll be in Louisiana for sure tomorrow. I mean, who knows? We might even hit Texas tomorrow. Hard to say. Slight setback with the battery, but I think that's all it was, thankfully. I mean, I was praying, you know, that's all it was. Putting my faith in God that, you know, it's all just going to work out. Swap out a battery. I was broke down. Everything about it worked out fantastic. I mean, I broke down less than 2 miles away from where I needed to get to. I was able to drift it and ride the crap out of the thing as long as I didn't let it idle. If you let the engine idle, it died. But they had the battery that I needed for like $35. Swapped that thing out. Less than an hour probably broke down total. Gassed up. Back on the road. I mean, come on. That's my view right there, guys. Lightning bugs are already out. Mosquitoes are out a little bit too as well, but I'm gonna try to get out of here early, like first light on the road, just hammering down. My goal is to kind of cover most of the distance in 2 days, and then on my last day of planned riding, I can cruise and explore some back road, dirt roads and stuff, and have a little bit more fun instead of just pounding miles, you know. The 150 is doing awesome, man. Yeah, it's slow, but it hasn't really been a problem at all. I mean, if it's been wide open, I've been stretching those throttle cables the whole time. Wait, is that all it is? Wait, there should be more. That's it. But I've been cruising at like 50, 55 pretty much all day today, 60 miles an hour every now and then. When I get tucked in behind a truck or something, when they're cutting the wind for me, go a little bit quicker. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't named it. My other motorcycle, my XR650, is Raquel. Call her Rocco for short. And the way I derived that name was, it's a white motor. It's an all white motorcycle, And I was thinking like the white stallion, the white steed. The white stallion reminds me of like the Italian stallion, Rocky. So Rocco, hey, Rocco. so Raquel, because she's a lady. That's where that came from. And I was thinking, since this one is the XR150, Raquel's little sister, I was thinking Rockette, maybe? I mean, I don't know. 150, like a $1.50, $1.50. What could you buy for $1.50? You can't buy nothing for $1.50 these days. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you got a good name for Rockette. The 150 back there. Something better than that, maybe. $1.50. So stay tuned for tomorrow's ride. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? I mean, who knows? You never know on these kind of trips. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribed and you hit that thumbs up for me. And until next time, what's the worst that could happen? Let's just go on 3.